In this lesson, we're going to look at some more advanced settings, including some branding and upload default settings. In the new YouTube Studio, if you click on settings, others, and hover over other settings, you'll find all of these options here. So I'm going to start with advanced channel settings, and then we'll work our way through. These are going to be built into YouTube Studio in the future, but for now, you kind of have to go one at a time. If you're using Classic Creator Studio, you'll find these options by going to channel, clicking on channel, and then you'll see these options here: upload defaults, branding, and advanced. Okay, so here is my new channel that I just created. A lot of these settings under advanced are what we just went through. So you have the country, keywords, disabling interest-based ads, that kind of stuff, your subscriber count. You also have an option for showing your channel in channel recommendations. This is what we saw a long time ago back on our channel itself. There's a couple other things though. Associated website. So if you want to add links to your videos via YouTube cards, you're going to need to associate your website, and this is how you do it. Click the Learn More button to find out more information. But for example, if I want to go through and add videoschoolonline.com, or let's say philebner.com, I would plug that in and then click Add. And then we need to verify it. So YouTube needs to know that we own this website, so that if we are linking to it in our description and our cards and things like that, it's not like we're spamming some other website. So you'll need to log in and verify. So once you log into your Google account, it's going to take you to this page, Webmaster Central. And there are different ways to verify your website. The way they recommend is HTML file upload. So basically what you do is you click download this HTML file. You're going to upload the file to your website. You're going to confirm it by going to this page and then click verify. There's also alternate methods. For example, if you sign in to your domain name provider, for example, if you use GoDaddy, for example, it's pretty easy to verify that this is your account. You can add an HTML tag. This stuff is a little bit more advanced, and so I'm not going to go over it in this lesson. And it really is going. I'm not really going to go over this in the course because there's so many different methods. People have different web hosts. You have different web builders, so it's going to be different for everyone. But all the instructions are here on this page, and if you need help, feel free to send us a question, but also look up on YouTube tutorials on your specific method. So if you're having trouble using the HTML tag method to verify your channel, look up how to do that, and there will be a tutorial. Okay? All right, so we're back on the advanced settings. So that's associated websites. The other thing here is this Google Analytics property tracking ID. So if you use Google Analytics separate than the analytics here in YouTube, you can create different properties and view your YouTube analytics there. So this is, again, a little bit more advanced, and we're not going to cover this in this class because we recommend just using the analytics right within YouTube that we're going to be covering in a future section. Okay, so those are the advanced settings. Let's go ahead and click Return to YouTube Studio and go to our next option, Channel Branding. Channel branding is cool because it allows you to put a watermark over your videos. So click Add Watermark. It gives you recommendations. You can choose a file. You want to make sure something that is a PNG file or a GIF or GIF that doesn't have a background. So for example, let's go into our branding for Video School Online. Let's go to our logo. Let's find one PNG. You want it to be a square. Let's find my square logo. Where is that? Oh, here we go. I think a white square is probably best. So I'm going to click Open, Save. You just want to use one color and click Save. So now this watermark is going to appear in the bottom right corner of all our videos. Next, we can choose how we want it to appear. So right now, we can have it appear after 5 seconds. You can have it just be on there the entire video, just at the end of the video, or choose your specific start time. Having your logo appear after a certain amount of time is a good idea because it's a little bit more jarring and noticeable. If you just have your logo there the entire time or at the end of the video, most people might not notice it or they won't see it because they're not watching your videos till the end. But having it appear after 5-10 seconds, it's like, boom, something changed, and they'll see it. What some people do here is instead of a little logo like this, they'll have a little icon that says subscribe now. And I've seen some people use that strategy to encourage people to subscribe, and that's pretty cool too. Okay, so you'll see that here we are under the branding, and it's taking us to the Creator Studio. This might be different in the future, but we can go right on next to upload defaults. If we are back on YouTube Studio, then you'll find this option under settings, other settings, upload defaults. All right, so this is a really cool page that's going to make you a lot more efficient as a video creator. So here we can set our settings to help us as we upload. So every new upload is going to have these things in it. So I've gone over to my current channel so you can see what I'm actually doing. So under privacy, you can choose if you want your videos to automatically be public, unlisted, private. If you are uploading a lot of unlisted videos, it might be a good idea to have this so you're not accidentally publishing something you don't want to be public. You can choose a category. So I choose education for mine, but you can choose anything that fits your channel. Standard YouTube license. So if for some reason you are uploading videos that you want to include in Creative Commons, so basically allowing other people to use your footage, you can choose that. If all of your videos have some sort of title, for example, if you have a series that you're doing, for example, the Phil Ebiner Show, then you might want to include that in the title. So then, every episode, every time you upload, this is going to appear, but then you add the actual title, how to YouTube or whatever it is. And then you add something like that. So it just makes it a little bit easier. I have a default title because my titles are all different, but I do have a default description. So you'll see here that I have this description that I use for all of our videos. It includes gear that I use. At the top, it says how to subscribe, and this has a link to my channel. Down below, it has follow us, and it has information on how people can find us. And so I would go through and add sort of your default description here with any information rather than having to copy and paste it to every new video. Below you have tags. So for all of my videos, I tag them with Video School Online and Phil Ebiner. If my channel was more focused and it was always about Adobe Lightroom videos or Photoshop videos, then I would probably include things like that under my tag so I don't have to copy and paste them or write them out every time. You also have your defaults for comments and ratings and monetization settings. Now, this is going to be for specific videos. So we've seen some of this stuff like the general ad formats that we have on our channel or not. But here you can make it have it set individually for each video. So if you don't want sponsored cards on your videos, you can turn those off. And that's going to be the default. When you upload a video, there's always the option to change all of these settings within your upload settings, but this is just going to be the default. Ad breaks, this is something that we haven't talked about. Some videos or some YouTubers have automatic ads in the middle of a video. I find those quite annoying to watch myself, so I don't have them enabled on my channel right now. Not that I won't in the future, but this is an option. And the more ads, potentially the more earnings you will make. Video language, so if you're always making your videos in another language, you can change that. You can allow community contributions like we've seen, translated titles, descriptions, etc., or not. Have your video stats public or not. So like things like views and things like that, people can see. And then I just skipped over this little option, but caption certification. There are laws in the United States, which is, it's going to be different for you if you're not in the US, but there's laws about whether you need closed captions on your videos or not. Any content that has aired on television needs to have captions. I believe since 2012 that has been a law. And so if you want, you can say that all of my content has never aired on television in the US. So that means, that tells YouTube and whoever's looking into this that your videos don't require closed captions. If your videos for some reason have been on TV, then you might need to change that. But for most of us, 99.9% of us, this is going to be the option we want. Okay? And then once you're done with all your defaults, just click Save. So those are a lot of great options to kind of improve your channel and the experience, make you a little bit more efficient and help brand your channel. Let us know if you have any other questions, and we'll see you in the next lesson.